What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Humphrey Yang and I typically make personal finance videos on TikTok, but I've also been posting here on YouTube twice a week for the last like 4 or 5 weeks now, and I'm glad that you're here. Today we're talking about the different types of side hustles that you can do while on quarantine. I've compiled 6 different side hustles that are pretty unique and have gotten good feedback from the TikTok audience that I'm going to share with you today. Coming in at number 6, my side hustle for you guys is to test games or to test websites. And you can do this at 2 different websites. First is usertesting.com to test websites. And the second is playtestcloud.com to test video games. And what you basically do is you sign up to be a tester, and then you're given a set of instructions or a type of game to play, and you just kind of write down your thoughts, or you speak aloud your thoughts and then record them and send them in. Sometimes with Playtest Cloud, you're asked to try to break the game or try to figure out what bugs or exploits that are in their current code. It's a great way to earn some money from home. User testing reportedly offers $30 an hour, but from my actual TikTok comments, people are reporting a little bit less. It's decent money for sitting around at home and just being online, so it's better than watching Netflix. The 5th idea I have for you guys is to buy food or buy beverages in bulk, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna set up a little bit like a small stand near a construction site. I used to do this when I was a kid, and it makes a good amount of money. You go to Costco, or you go to like a Sam's Club, or you go to somewhere where you can buy drinks in bulk. Let's say you buy a 24-pack of Diet Coke for 25-30 cents a can. And then you can go straight to the construction site, just put some ice on that thing. Honestly, you could sell a Diet Coke right now for $1.50, $2 a can. Obviously, construction workers would like it if you just priced it at $1 a can. That seems pretty reasonable to me. You could make 20 bucks an hour just doing that, buying different types of food and snacks that you could get at a bulk store, and then just offering that convenience to a construction worker. Especially some of these construction sites are really big these days. Like, I drove by one near my house the other day, and it has at least 20 different types of trucks going into it like every 30 minutes. That's a lot of people at a construction site. So if you can find a way to kind of post up, maybe just bring a cooler, go to a construction site and offer them some drinks in exchange for $1, it's not a bad way to make some money. And if you're young, you're not gonna get in trouble for it. So that would be one of my side hustles for you guys. The 4th idea I have for you guys is to make face masks at home and then sell them to your local community, like on Nextdoor or on Craigslist for $15 to $20 a mask. Obviously, don't overcharge and don't gouge people on face mask prices, but making a face mask is pretty cost effective. Like, you can get all the materials and make a face mask per unit for under $3 to $5. And if you're selling each one for 15 to 20 bucks, you're basically profiting 10 to 15 bucks each mask. If you get really good at making face masks, you could probably make 2, 3, 4 per hour. And as long as you have someone to buy them from you, it's not that bad of a side hustle. Since masks are required everywhere in the United States right now, or virtually everywhere, a lot of people are looking for fashionable face masks these days. That's exactly what happens when people have to wear something. They want to look good while they're doing it. Like, obviously no one just wants to wear like that blue surgical mask everywhere, and some people are okay with that, but a lot of people want to look good while they are outside or in public because people are vain. Like, that's just what's going to happen. So if you can make a fashionable face mask at home and you can just sell them on Nextdoor, like, that would be a great place to post it, or on Craigslist, or you can just go to your local grocery store if they have a bulletin board. I know that my local grocery store has a bulletin board. You could advertise that you're helping the community and you're making face masks. The 3rd side hustle I have for you guys is to teach English online. There are 2 websites where you can do this, and basically the first one is cambly.com and the second one is vipkid.com. In both cases, what you're doing is you're hopping on a Zoom call with somebody, typically a child under the age of 10, and you're helping them just converse in English. Sometimes you'll have to teach a small lesson. If you're a native English speaker, it's a pretty good way to make money. There are a lot of reviews online for both of these websites, and they're all pretty positive. The 2nd side hustle idea I have for you guys is to buy stuff that you can fix and then resell them. So a lot of people have iPhones with cracked screens these days, especially on eBay or on Craigslist. People will be selling their old iPhones, iPads with cracked screens. And to be honest, guys, if it's just a cracked screen, it's pretty easy to fix. I know fixing a cracked screen sounds kind of daunting, but there are a lot of YouTube videos and YouTube tutorials out there that teach you exactly how to do it. And trust me guys, it's not as hard as it seems. And those repair shops are charging a ton of money to fix a screen. It's sometimes $80 to $100 to fix one screen when the parts really only cost, under 25 bucks. And once you fix one screen, I believe that the future screens that you're gonna be fixing are just gonna get easier and you're gonna be able to refine that process. The number one side hustle idea I have for you guys is to sell your knowledge. Now, everybody's unique and everybody has certain skills, whether it's a hobby or maybe an instrument you played. And as long as you're able to convey those ideas on a piece of paper or you can record yourself doing it, you can find a way to sell it online. For example, on gumroad.com, this website allows you to sell your knowledge in terms of like PDF manuals or little tutorial guides. And I found one online that was just like, okay, someone was explaining how a metronome worked and the ins and outs of a metronome. And they're selling this PDF file for, I think it was like 5 or 15 bucks. But with the power of the internet, you're able to actually sell a lot of these guides to other people. Gumroad's fees are super reasonable. I think they only charge 5% or maybe even less if you have the premium subscription, which is 10 bucks a month. So you have to kind of weigh if that's worth it for you. But it's one of the ways that you can sell your knowledge online and actually make a decent living off of it. And the subjects are really broad. So if you have any type of skill, you could put it on gumroad.com and see if you can get some sales. I've personally had an email marketing guide that I listed on Gumroad and I had 10 or 20 sales last year. And I priced each one at $99 to $199 and I've got a lot of sales through that. While it wasn't enough for a full-time income, it was a nice little bit of a side income that I can make on the side. Another website where you can share your skills is actually called Skillshare.com. And what you do is you create a 25 to 30 minute course broken down in 3 to 5 minute segments. The way you're compensated is by the number of views. So let's say you create a course on playing the piano. If 100 people watch your piano course for an average of 20 minutes, you get paid a certain amount based on how many minutes those people viewed. Skillshare is pretty popular these days, and I know that they sponsor a lot of YouTube videos, but this one is not sponsored, unfortunately. So if you are interested in trying to sell, some knowledge that you do have and you're able to record it online in video format, that's a good option for you to check out. The last recommendation I have for you guys is to tutor kids either online or in person at a socially distant distance. Or second is to coach kids or coach other people in a type of sport or skill that you might have outdoors. So what you can do is basically post an ad on your local bulletin board or on nextdoor.com or craigslist.com saying you're offering your services for coaching, and hopefully you can get some clients that way. You can even offer tutoring online these days through a Zoom call, or if you're able to stay a safe distance from your pupil, what you can do is offer them tutoring in person. So let's say you had a whiteboard in a room and you had the child sit 6 feet away from you. What you would then be able to do is tutor someone at a very safe distance. So that's the end of the video. I hope that these ideas gave you some inspiration for the type of side hustles that you could pursue while on quarantine. Let me know if you have any feedback in the comments, and if you have any success stories, I'd love to hear from you guys.